Hello and welcome to the Marketing Woman podcast. I'm your host, Anusha Khannan, and it is great to have you here. Are you looking to move into marketing or want to learn marketing from scratch? We discuss all things marketing, analytics, business, personal branding, and much more in a way any layman can understand. If you're new here, make sure to follow along and get on that email list by visiting tmw.anushakhannan.com. And now let's dive in.
Before we get into this week's episode, I want to talk about what I've been up to these past couple of weeks. I've been reading This Is Marketing by Seth Godin. It's been on my list for a long time, but I finally got to it. And the first thing that I loved was chapter 2, where there's a subheading called Marketing in 5 Steps. And it's basically saying that you invent a product that's worth talking about, that's contributing something to people, and you build a story around it, and you form a group of people, get them excited about it, and you show up consistently, and you build confidence that way, right? And I think the thing with marketing, sales, personal branding, the one thing that they have in common is consistency, storytelling, getting people excited about something, forming a community, which we can relate to today's episode's topic, which is customer-led growth. If you've been following me on LinkedIn, you know that I went to an event a couple of months ago where I got to learn so much about customer-led growth. And I had also taken a class on customer centricity. And it was so fascinating to me to see how marketing concepts are actually being used in businesses. And let's just dive into the episode. Customer-led growth is a strategy that prioritizes the needs, desires, and feedback of your customers to drive sustainable business growth. It's about putting your customers at the center of your decision-making process. Let's talk about why it's crucial, right? CLG matters because it leads to higher customer retention, increased customer lifetime value, and improved brand loyalty. If you've not heard about this before, retaining customers is more important than bringing in new customers. So when you listen to your customers and adapt your products, services, and marketing based on their input, you're on the path to success. For example, let's take Amazon, right? Amazon's relentless focus on customer experience has led to its growth. Their customer reviews, personalized product recommendations, efficient shipping process, all stem from listening to their customers. With customer-led growth, you're focusing on making your customers' lives easier. You're not trying to make them do a lot of work. You have to make their lives easier. Amazon, why do we like ordering on Amazon so much? It's because we know that if we purchase it, it's going to show up at our doorstep. We don't have to put in a lot of work for that. I was actually talking to a friend and I realized that Airbnb also does the same thing. They provide a platform for homeowners to connect with travelers, and they also tailor their offerings based on customer feedback. And I think we can all agree that Airbnb has disrupted the travel industry and achieved incredible growth. Now let's discuss some more strategies. First, how can we actually implement this? If you have a business, let's say that you have a small business and you want to implement customer-led growth. The first thing is collecting data and analyzing customer feedback. And this can be done through qualitative research or social media or direct communication. Qualitative research is like focus groups or surveys. It's important to understand your customers' pain points and desires. The second thing is personalization. Tailor your products and services to meet the specific needs of different customers. For example, when you go on Amazon, you're looking for a product, right? So one thing I like about Amazon is when I'm trying to buy a book, they tell me customers also bought this, this, and this, and get them as a pack. And I like that because it shows that these books are often linked, or they have some concepts that are very similar, or they bounce value off of one another. The third thing is agile decision making. Agile decision making is nothing but being flexible and adapting quickly when your customer demands something else. This is pretty cool because if you go on Amazon and you want a winter coat and you want it white, you can just select whatever it is that you want. You can select a white color. It has to be in this price range. It has to get to me overnight. This is showing you that Amazon is very agile and it makes your life easier. And the fifth thing is to measure success. You have to make sure that what you're implementing is actually working. You need to have KPIs. You need to track customer retention. You need to look at Net Promoter Score. Net Promoter Score is nothing but how likely are you to recommend this to your colleague or your friends? That's Net Promoter Score. The sixth thing is, yes, even with customer-led growth, there are going to be so many challenges, so many potential pitfalls. The first thing could be, how do you find a balance between giving a customer what they want, but also maintaining profitability? So how do you prioritize and how do you align both your business goals and your customers' needs? The second thing is, as an analyst, I see a lot of data that is being repeated, that is not meaningful, right? So making sure that you have a clean data and implementing robust data analysis tools and methodologies can help you extract meaningful insights. So these two can be a challenge, and this is what it means to be agile, right? How can you use the right set of data and how can you tailor experiences but also maintain profitability? With all of this, customer-led growth is a powerful strategy that can drive your business to new heights. Just make sure that when you take feedback from customers, you're actually implementing them and you're showing them the changes. It's important. See, if I tell you today, hey, get up at 5 a.m. every single day for a week, and you actually do that and you actually feel a difference in your life, I would love it if you come and tell me, hey, I actually tried this for a week and it worked, and I love how I feel now. So going back to your customers and telling them, hey, we noticed that you wanted us to add this to the package and we've done that. How do you feel about this? Because you're prioritizing your customer's voice and personalizing offerings, and you're also staying agile. Remember, your customers hold the keys to your business growth potential, and don't underestimate the importance of customer-led growth. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me on LinkedIn. And if you want to know more about this, please let me know. I would love to listen from you guys.
That's all for today. Hope you found it useful. Please feel free to reach out to me on LinkedIn. Please share it with anywhere, with anyone you can think of. I would appreciate that. And you can email me at tmw@anoshakanan.com. Follow me on LinkedIn to never miss my journey. I'll see you in the next episode. Peace.